Hi people, so I was cleaning out my junk basically during quarantine because my school classes were done and I'm waiting for summer school to start. And I ran upon these really interesting books and I thought I would share them with you one at a time. Now, before I start this, it is a Bible story and this is not intended to mock or endorse any beliefs. It's just, these books are pretty damn funny. So, don't be offended, people. It's just silliness. I mean, just because you believe it doesn't mean I have to believe it, but we should all respect each other's beliefs. So, with that said, let's read. Now, you can read Bible stories, Jesus' wonderful miracles. And look at him. He's sitting there, he's like, oh yeah, I'm getting my hair done, I'm getting my nails did, but he's like, oh, what's that fishy smell? You see that? That's crazy. So, now we're gonna read about, now you can read Jesus' wonderful miracles. He's like, what the fuck, bro? What's going on? Look, they plotting against him. He's like, I thought I told y'all I don't like fish. And they're like, I'm sorry, Jesus. Please don't drown us. Alright, let's start. In his lifetime, Jesus worked many miracles. His first miracle took place at a wedding. He and his mother had been invited to the wedding of some friends. Several of his followers went with him. Before the wedding was over, all the wine had been drunk. What? This made the newly married couple unhappy. Mary, the mother of Jesus, asked him if he could help. Jesus pointed to 6 large jars. Sounded like my kind of Jesus. Oop, there he goes. He's just chilling. He's like, I got my hand on my crotch. Don't be looking at my boner. Fill those with water, Jesus said. Then pour some and drink it. No problem here. Everyone was surprised. The water had been changed to wine. It was a happy wedding after all. So basically, Jesus is saying, drink up, motherfuckers. Drink up. Sometime later, a rich man stopped Jesus in the street. My son is very ill, the man cried. Please come and see him before he dies. Jesus replied, return home. Your son will live. What a callous thing to say. The man was so happy when he arrived home. His son was already better. So I'm guessing I'm not sure who the son is. Is this the son? Maybe. Whoever it is, they're doing better. Another miracle Jesus performed was in Bethsaida. I don't remember how to say that. Like, yes, I went to fucking Sunday school and Christian school and all that good shit, and I still don't remember. I think it's Bethsaida. I don't know. That place we can't pronounce had a pool. Its water was thought to cure sick people or make people sick. Like, come on, that's dirty water that the fish shit in. You don't want to fucking drink that shit. Jesus saw a lame man there. I cannot reach the pool, said the man sadly. Oh, that's so sad, he can't reach the pool. Hopefully Jesus will fix him. Look, of course, look at that smug look he's got on his face. He's like, ugh. He's like, I can't believe I have to keep doing this. Get up, said Jesus. Pick up your bed and walk. The man had not walked for many years. Suddenly, he found out he could walk. When the lame man turned to thank Jesus, Jesus had gone. Rude. In those days, the land where Jesus lived was ruled by the city of Rome. The people who lived there did not like the Romans. One day, a Roman officer called to Jesus. So I guess this is the police back in the day. Jesus hiding his weed or something under here. He's like, nope, I ain't got nothing. Let's see. My faithful servant is dying, the officer told Jesus. Oh, so they're being nice to him because he's white Jesus. See, if you were a black Jesus, he would have fucking already fucking had him beat down to the ground. Fuck the police. Side note. Anyways, I believe that only you can save him. It was strange that a Roman officer would ask anyone for help. Jesus was pleased because the Roman officer believed in him. Of course he did. You're white, Jesus. At least in this book. Alright. So now we got Jesus filling up on this lady. You have faith in me, Jesus said. Your servant will be healed. Even as he spoke, the servant back home sat up in bed. He was better. Oh, I thought that was a lady cat. Jesus then went to see the mother-in-law of his friend Peter. She had a bad fever. She might want to get checked for the coronas. So I'm guessing this is her. Why she's on her knees near his crotch, like feeling up on him, I don't know, but I guess we'll figure out. As soon as Jesus touched her hand, Peter's mother-in-law rose from her bed. The fever had gone. A few days later, Jesus was walking with his followers. A woman touched his robe. Looked like she touching under that robe to me. Where were we? Jesus turned around. I have been ill for 12 years, she said. Please, cure me. You are cured because you trusted me, Jesus said. At once, the woman was well again. Okay, that's probably because she gave Jesus a hand job. That's what it looks like here. We see how you be, Jesus. Whoa. And then again, he's like, what the fuck, bro? I don't like fish. They're like, we don't know. Peter was a fisherman and a follower of Jesus. Once he and his friends spent a night fishing. They caught nothing. It's because Jesus don't like fish. Neither do I. Next morning, Jesus came by. Put out your nets again, said Jesus. Suddenly, their nets were so full of fish, they could only just pull them in. Jesus had worked another miracle. I mean, okay, I guess Jesus likes fish now. But it looks like he's going like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing? Jesus once cured 10 men of leprosy. This illness could not be cured. Then how did he cure it? Duh. What? Makes it curable. As soon as they were cured, 9 men went to tell the priests. The priests were the enemies of Jesus. Only 1 man stayed to thank Jesus. Well, nice of Jesus to stay around to be thanked, unlike he was with the leper. Or the lame man. I can't remember which one it was. But one of them, he was gone all of a sudden. Like, dude, at least appreciate, like, say thank you for saying thank you. Say you're welcome. Be nice. Okay. At another time, a dead boy was carried past Jesus. Uh-oh. This is like some zombie shit. His mother was crying. This made Jesus sad. Arise, he said quietly to the boy. The boy opened his eyes and came to life. His happy mother thanked Jesus over and over again. Really? That's some zombie shit. One day, Jesus came to the town of Bethsaida. Is this... No, that's spelled differently than the other one. Fuck, I don't remember. There, he met a blind man. The man reached out his hands. Jesus touched him. I can see. I see men. It must have been raining men out there. They look like trees, the man cried. I think this guy was high off of weed or something. Jesus touched the man again. Now I can see everything clearly, said the man. Okay, obviously not if he's saying that men look like trees. Because last time I checked, men don't look like trees. Jesus, make his prescription 2020. I think he messed up a little bit on that one. Oh, now it looks like they're like, get away from us, Jesus! And he's like, oh, you can't tell me what to do. I've got this fancy little sash on. So Jesus went on his way, moving from one city to another, performing one miracle after another. Soon, everyone was talking about him and pointing to him as he passed. Sometimes he would be invited into a house to eat a meal and teach. Alright, Jesus getting his hustle on. Once he was in a house when a big crowd gathered outside. This looks like another dead guy right here. So this is not another zombie thing. Suddenly, a man on a stretcher was lowered through a hole in the ceiling. Okay, I have many, many questions. The man could not walk, and this was the only way his friends could get him into the house. Couldn't they have just carried him instead of... Anyways, Jesus touched him. I hope that was consensual. Arise, Jesus said. Everyone gasped when the man stood up. I think that's a little extra. They could have just carried him in the house. They didn't have to cut a hole in the fucking ceiling. So extra. Anyways, the man who had been crippled thanked Jesus and walked home. It was yet another miracle. Jesus had traveled far. He was very tired. He and his followers decided to cross the Sea of Galilee. There they could rest quietly. However, many people had followed them. Some were already waiting for them. Although Jesus was tired, he spoke for many hours. How kind he was. I guess that's a little narcissistic to speak for hours about how kind you are, but alright, I guess. Oh, here we go with the fucking snacks again. It's like, yes, do my manicure. Give me some snacks. 5,000 people listened to him. They were all very hungry. But they were far from town. What could they eat? Miss Yoda? That's my cat. I think she's disturbed by these stories. They had only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. Jesus took the loaves and the fishes. Wouldn't it be fish? Yes. He blessed them. Then he broke them into small pieces. How nice of Jesus to play the cutlery. Oh, this dude is like, oh, my back hurts. What the hell? You see that? Now feed the people, Jesus said to his followers. So demanding. Many times they came back for more food. At last, all the 5,000 people had been fed. 12 baskets of food were left. It was amazing. Doesn't look too amazing for the guy that's gonna move him. Jesus now wanted to pray alone. He told his followers to cross the sea and wait for him. No sooner had they set out than a great storm blew up. It seemed as though the boat would sink. I guess that's the boat that's sinking, and he's like, hey, help me out, I'm in the water. Jesus saw the danger. He walked across the water towards the boat. His followers were afraid. Was it a ghost? Jesus called out to them. Peter shouted, if it is really you, help to walk me on the water. Or help me to walk on the water. Way to manipulate, Peter. Way to fucking manipulate. Then come, said Jesus. Peter got out of the boat. He started to sink. Jesus grasped him and walked him back to the boat. You should have more faith in me. He smiled as the storm died away. Alright. I guess it's... all these appear in the pages of the story. Can you find them? Jesus like, cuh, what you doing, cuh? And then the fucking police. And basket of loaves. Fishing boat. I guess we all saw those in the story. So if you really want to do this activity, just rewind the video and watch it again and find all these motherfuckers. And that was Jesus's wonderful miracles. I hope you enjoyed this interesting thing. Fan fiction, reality, however you want to look at it as. So, if you like it, I'll read some more. If not, I'm still gonna read them, just not to you.